It's the retard brigade. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. It's the retards. Look at them go. Oh, isn't this beautiful? You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Bugs Bunny before they bring the fucking, you know, like the, you know, he's like, doing this. This is what he's like. And then out from the fucking stage is like the cane, and they're like, "Come here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here." That's what it's like. Yeah. They some Looney Tunes now. Oh my god. I thought this shit was a noise disturbance. Man, imagine being a person that's in that hotel. Imagine being a person that's just like, you know, you're there visiting family for some reason or something happened, and you have outside a gaggle of morons that are playing outside at 1 in the morning. Refund? Exactly. Yeah, this is insane. And they might give you a chargeback? Exactly. This is nuts. Headphones? Imagine living in the apartments behind them. They go arrest these freaks. They do. See, this is the kind of, by the way, this is the kind of behavior that, like, I don't know why we tolerate this. I really don't. Like, if it was up to me, we'd put all these people in jail. We would. I think, you know, like, I think these people are future batteries. That's the way I see them. I see somebody like this. This looks like a future battery to me. This is crazy. It's unlawful, disturbing the peace. Yeah, this is insane. LRAD? I like the sound of the LRAD. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean, because they like making noise. They like fucking with people's eardrums and then with their brain making all these noises. So why not? Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's fair. Honestly, like, that's fair. Like, I mean, if you're going around causing all this problem, it only makes sense to use the LRAD on them. Protesters, and you can see here, too. They're already crashing out. Look at this. They're like zombies, bro. It's like World War Z. It's World War R. The R stands for retarded. Look at them go. Look. You see them shining these lights at the police officers? They're trying to fuck people's eyesight up. This is a person who's trying to hurt you. Look. That's crazy. The sun's really far away. Should I look at it? Nope. It's intended as harassment? Yeah, it is. You got these zombies going out there. And then this is finally what ended up happening. And I was very glad to see this too. And so anyway, this is what they did. Get the fuck out of here.
If you do not vacate this property,
get out of here.
You will be subject to arrest.
If it does nothing, then why do it? Yep.
To leave the property.
12 minutes.
It doesn't look like anybody's moving.
They got 12 minutes.
Well, there you have it. The warning has gone out.
Mm-hmm.
The cops are on scene. They're using this massive
They're about to get rid of them.
type speaker system.
Mm-hmm.
And these activists,
yep.
The group made up
they
of
just going out there causing problems.
Students have been warned.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like
there they are.
Are getting ready to march in.
They're going to go get them.
Could happen any minute now.
Thank God.
They're lining up on the streets.
Then a warning has something? Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we go. We'll watch. Look. See, they got the sticks. They got to use the sticks more.
Here we go. Multiple arrests.
See? It's all police. It's not National Guard. It's not the federal military. It's not Border Patrol. It's not the Bureau of Prisons. It is the fucking police. Man.
I've counted at least 10 people now taken into
Finally.
custody. There's another one.
Fucking finally. Who do people say no one's been arrested? Hundreds have been arrested? Well, no, I mean, like, I'm happy now. Like, they didn't get all... Oh, they're putting them on the retard bus.
The bars on the windows.
That's the prison bus. I haven't been on a bus since high school. Like a school bus. I guess it kind of makes sense. When the fuck would you be on a school bus if you're not in school? But I'm just thinking about it. I haven't been on a school bus for a long time.
Where there could be a...
Yeah, you go to retard jail, exactly. I was thinking about it. Short bus? No, they even had the people with mental problems get on our normal bus. They did. They're getting sent to the learning center? Yeah. Just saying, can you get a recap? Well, basically, they mobilized the police, and now the police are just totally fucking shutting these people down, man. And you can see, obviously, happening what happened is that these people are getting arrested like crazy. Look, watch.
All right, I'm outside the graduate hotel here on the University of Minnesota campus.
Yep.
In Minneapolis right now, and after multiple warnings, officers have moved in and they are making dozens of arrests. I repeat, dozens of arrests. I've seen at least 50 to 60 people rounded up. They're all sitting down across the street.
I love hearing that. People rounded up.
Media is not being allowed to cross the railroad tracks right now, but again, we are being kept on this side.
It's about
so
time,
the officers can continue to do their job.
So quiet. Yeah, where's all the
You can see
whistles?
behind me,
Where's
you
the
have
where's the
buses
trumpets?
with the bars,
the trombones.
and, that's where all
the
of
tubas.
the suspects are being rounded up. Many of them will
man,
likely face
that's too bad, guys.
disorderly conduct charges again.
It's really
multiple
too bad.
warnings to leave the graduate hotel in Minneapolis. Anti-ICE activists suspected.
So all I need to do is send in a Baldy with like Tom Holman,
making a whole bunch of noise, trying to disrupt their evening.
Even before that, like I think Trump called Tim Walz, and if I had to guess, this is what I think happened. I think that he threatened Tim Walz with something really serious, like that we were going to immediately put you in jail or something insane like that. And he said, if you don't do this, like, it's over. And the reason why I think that is why he said he's never going to run for office again. Because, like, who says that? Who goes from, I'm going to stand out my term and I'm going to be vice president? Who goes from that, and in 6 months from that, to I'm not going to run at all anymore? I'm going to totally leave. I'm not going to have anything to do. He's shook. He is. Like, I think that's what happened. Flippity flops? Yeah, exactly. Linked to Epstein? No, I don't think he was. I don't think Tim Walz had anything to do with that.
And that's when the officers started moving in.
Yeah, you dropped the ball? Well, I think I felt the same way after Mamdani, after the meeting. I don't think it was really the same thing, honestly. I don't think so at all. I think Trump liked Mamdani. I do. I mean, like, he's a likable guy, if you want me to be honest. It's my opinion. I think he's a likable guy. But with Tim Walz, not so much. You said it. Man. Just run him out. Good point. Apologies for a crash out. Yeah, exactly. What do you think of John Fetterman saying? I love him. I think he's great. Also shook because he's connected to fraud, guaranteed. Yeah. I mean, that's what if I was Trump, that's what I would do. I would say, like, listen, like, you're gonna go to jail or we're gonna ruin your fucking life unless you play game or play ball. Like, you know, play the game, don't fuck around, and if you don't, we're literally gonna take you and we're gonna put your ass in prison. That's it.
Okay,
whistles do nothing? Yeah, that's what I would do.
Back up! Back up! Everyone, camera or not?
And I would easily give him a fucking pardon. I would give Tim Walz a pardon in a second if he turned all this shit off, because 2 people have already gotten killed. Like, if he's gone, right? I mean, like, I get set an example, right? Set an example, but like that's gonna cost a lot, right? It's gonna be a lot. I would immediately let him go. I would. It's politically convenient, I think. Still got Frey to deal with? That's easier to deal with. That's way easier to deal with. That's so easy to deal with. What do you mean? Bro. Man. Another one, huh? It's another one.
You are under arrest. Please sit down.
See, she forgot what she was even out there protesting. Isn't it crazy how these people just go from one fucking stupid cause to another? It's really unbelievable, isn't it? Holy fuck. Roy says Painter Mask don't do shit against CS gas and pepper spray? I don't know. It probably... it's just... It's all a LARP to them. It is. Like, these people... That's why they say, why'd you use real bullets? Jesus Christ. They don't have a job? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Exactly. They need a hobby. They sure fucking do, man. You see Keir Starmer meeting with Putin? No, I didn't see that. Oh, actually, I did. I saw he looked like a loser. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Oh, you can. Let me show you, but
You want to harass people, huh?
No.
How does it feel to be fucking harassed?
No.
How does
So
it
he
feel
did not
to be
deny he does work for. He did not deny it.
we're from.
Holy shit.
He did
What does
not
it
look.
fucking matter? How does it fucking feel?
He did not deny it. He did not deny it.
How does it fucking feel to be
Look,
harassed?
look.
How does it fucking feel?
You.
How does it feel?
What the fuck?
How does
Look, he said it. He said it was him. He said it was him.
How does it feel to be
He
harassed?
said it. He confirmed it is you. He confirmed. He confirmed.
Oh my god.
Look,
Look at him.
they confirmed that. He
Jesus.
confirmed. He did confirm. He works for Homeland Security.
Look. Oh my god. Look at him go. See, I'm gonna vote for whoever is gonna put every single one of these people in jail. That's what I vote for. Whoever is going to take every single one of these people and lock them up like the animals they are, that's my guy. That's my guy. We're gonna get rid of them. They doing it now? Well, no, they're not doing it the way I want it done. Oh, no. They're doing it a little bit, but I want a lot more than that. That's a good start. It's nice. It's a step in the right direction. I agree, it's a slippery slope. Yeah, so's this. Too bad. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it.
Lo confirmó.
Oh my god. Jeez, that's so loud. Jesus. Well, wait, they spawn camped him out of the buffet? They spawn camped. He's just trying to get some food. And you got all these fat hogs running around after him. God damn. God damn, look at this. And they're the ones that are complaining about random stops.
Yeah, we saw you. We saw you messed up. You came out with another guy, and I can show you the whole video.
Oh my god. Jesus, look at him. Full on harassment, I know.
I saw you yesterday. You're gonna tell me it's not me?
Be an Asian guy, but
You don't remember me yesterday? I was on there with you. Come on.
Oh my god. They're going out of their mind, man. One of them's wearing medical uniform. She's going to get herself fired. We saw you masked up. Now, how does that make any sense? Yeah, I fucking wonder, man. They didn't spawn camp him at the buffet. They were heading there to eat because they're fat and they saw him. I mean, you're right. I mean, maybe this guy made a mistake. I mean, you basically went into their main base. I mean, it said all-you-can-eat buffet. You went in to their base of operations. Like, this is like their spawning ground. This is their citadel. He was behind enemy lines. Yeah, maybe he made a mistake by doing this. Oh, yeah, and this is also crazy. Fellas, is it a Nazi to have a little motion? So, apparently... I don't know if this is AI or not. I'm kind of assuming it is. But this ICE agent has on fucking... Bro, he is iced the fuck out. Can you believe this? Oh my god. So this is a tragic photo of Alex Preddy, who, you know, is helping two disabled veterans with no legs learn how to walk again. But it turns out that it was an AI-generated image, and it has 2 million views, and everybody believed it was real. Isn't that crazy? The senator from my state, Dick Durbin, that's about right, talked about the Petty shooting on the Senate floor and used an AI image as a prop. One of the agents in the picture doesn't even have a head. I don't know if this is funny or scary. There's no way this is true.
This weekend, federal agents gunned down yet another American in Minneapolis.
Gunned down. He got gunned down, guys. He got gunned down. Oh.
Alex Preddy, a 37-year-old ICU nurse at a VA hospital in Minneapolis.
Put it up.
I'm going to show a photo of that scene, which is graphic, but I'm afraid is necessary to appreciate the horror of the moment.
I love how he does a preamble for showing the AI picture. Like, it'd be one thing if he just pulled it up and he's like, yeah, like, if you see this is what happened. Like, no, but you do a whole preamble and you're introducing this photo.
This photo shows the last second before the ICE agent killed Alex Preddy on the streets of Minneapolis.
What a fucking
His right
retard.
hand is his
Oh
camera,
my god.
left hand holding the ground.
And he's even explaining everything?
No gun, obvious.
Wow.
No effort to resist, obvious. This was a moment.
If you look at this AI generated photo, everything that I'm saying is obvious.
When this man
You
lost
pay for
his
this
life.
guy? We do.
He was characterized afterwards as an assassin,
Uh-huh.
a domestic terrorist. The photo tells the story.
You know what's crazy about this is that I bet somebody on his staff doesn't like him. Because it's not like he took this to Kinko's or something like that to have the have it blown up and made an image, right? Like, he didn't take this to Hobby Lobby and have them do it. He probably had somebody on his team do it. So that means somebody on his team probably saw this image and they might have thought, oh, wait a minute, this guy's gonna use an AI image. That's funny. Let's let it fucking happen. You know, so either there's two people that are retarded or there's one person who's not retarded and they just let it happen anyway. Aren't you glad your country is run by erectile dysfunctional geriatrics that don't know shit about technology? Yeah, I'm so happy about that. Let's watch this. This was fucking funny, right? Another good ass day, yeah.
Caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm. Alex carried patience, compassion, and calm as a steady light within him. Even at the very end, that light was there. I recognized his familiar stillness and signature calm composure. Caring for people was at the core of who he was.
Yeah.
He was incapable of causing harm.
Wow.
Alex carried patience,
it's a peaceful rider.
Compassion, and calm as a steady light within him.
Oh my God. It's just embarrassing. Like, how is it that these people always fall off on the side of the fence, the people that are fucking retarded? It's like every single time somebody like this comes up and they try to make a fucking a hero out of them. Every time they try to make a hero out of somebody like this, it turns out that they're a bunch of fucking weirdos, man. And yeah, it's really crazy. You want to ask a question? And also, like, you got to ask, here's the reality. Is that no person with any good intentions gets that close to a police officer and is yelling at a police officer. Like, normal people don't do that. Like, I guess, like, maybe this is not, like, and I'm not talking about First Amendment. It's your right to be able to do this, but it's also my right to say that you're a fucking nutball, right? So, like, if you got these people that are going out there being violent, aggressive, hostile to law enforcement, running after them, chasing after them, screaming at them, kicking their cars, like, the kind of people that do this are the kind of people that used to to be locked up in mental institutions. But now we don't have that happen, and so we got these animals running around causing problems. But the fact is that these people are nuts. No normal, well-adjusted person acts like that. Nobody goes and does some shit like this at all. So yeah, smashing a brake light isn't... No, I thought that kicking the brake lights off of a car was part of your First Amendment right. What do you mean? So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. And yeah, this is on Charlie. Called out Charlie. He's done much more political content. He's talked about two things political, right? I don't think he's doing political content. I mean, and also politics is part of social, like, you know, the social culture, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about politics at all. But it just depends on how you want to do it and what you want to say. And I just doubt if you deserve to be killed. Yeah, I mean, but like, I'm just saying that, like, I think that every single time that you see one of these videos with these people that are bad actors, like, you really got to wait and think about it a little bit longer, right? And, like, maybe wait to find out more information. Like, I remember whenever this happened, and I said, damn, that doesn't look good for the ICE officer. And I still think they need to do an investigation, because it doesn't matter you kick the taillights off of a car. You can't be going around fucking, you know, like getting shot for that, right? I mean, obviously. But like, whenever I see something like this, I think to myself, okay, well, you know, you got some guy going around doing this. And yeah, it's just like, this is obviously a bad actor. He's 100% a bad actor. And can I fathom touching an officer, let alone all that? Yeah, you should never, ever be touching an officer. Like, any of these people that's going around doing this, like, you don't have a right to get around and fuck with these police officers, man. You don't. And some of these people on the internet, and this is the thing I really want to get at, and I want to hammer home and say again, is all of these people on the internet that are talking about how, oh, well, this is your right to be able to do this and all that. Like, these people want you to die for their political cause. And that's the main thing I want to say, because they want you to go out there and be collateral damage and get hurt and be killed so their political cause looks more sympathetic. Obviously, they would never do this themselves, and that's it. You have a right to be retarded. You do. But the moment that your retarded touches somebody else, suddenly problems can happen, and that's just the way it is. Die for the narrative. Yeah, you can just die for the fucking narrative. And that's all they want to do. And I don't want people to die for the narrative. I think that's bad. With a gun, by the way, yeah, you're out of your fucking mind doing that. You really are. And so, there's another part of this here. Well, let me listen to this too. Here we go. Man. So he's screaming at him. Wow. That's a nutball. Nobody does this that's a well-adjusted individual. You're a nutball if you're going around. Like, I mean, I don't know why we can't just say this, right? Like, if you're going around trying to track down police officers and harass them like this, you're out of your fucking mind. You're crazy. Like, who the fuck does this? Like, really? Like, this is what a nutball does, man. It's just so fucking stupid. He's asking him to assault him while armed? Yeah, I know. And nobody would recommend doing this. Nobody would say to do this. And it's just really... you know, I hope that people realize that you can't do something like this and expect nothing bad to happen. Even if the other person is in the wrong, you're gonna still end up dead. Like, that's the way it is. So I see this happen to somebody. I haven't seen this clip, right? He committed 3 crimes and he wasn't arrested. He should have been in jail. It would have saved his life. Abso-fucking-lutely. This is the thing, is that everybody that advocated for not holding these people accountable, this guy is dead because you didn't hold him accountable. If he was held accountable and if he was put in jail and if something happened to him, he had his gun taken away, he'd still be alive today. But it's more important for these people for him to die for the cause and then them to AI generate a photo of him because he's not attractive enough for people to feel sad that he was killed. And so you AI generate a photo where you make him more attractive and then you put it out there so everybody's sad. It's so pathetic, isn't it? It really is. Can you imagine this? Let's take a look at this. Welcome inside a massive fraud scheme in, guess what? Minnesota. Building with over 22 healthcare providers. In fact, it was just exposed that this same building has billed over $380 million from taxpayers over the years. So this is $1/3 of $1 billion. Do you guys want to see where your money's going? I don't.
We left and we headed over to the next building that had 22 of the same home health care providers operating from inside of the building.
Right here you have
multicultural
home care. And right here it says it's open, but can't even get in. Another Reliance Recovery Center.
Reliance
Mercy and
Recovery.
Grace Care, Inc. Right here you have Eritrean Youth Development Association of Minnesota. Another child care center. Welcome to Bright Beginning Center. But what do you guys
Do you remember what I said before, bro? This is the tip of the iceberg. I said this before.
think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Sorry. No comments. Can I please?
Right here, you have Serenity Quality Care.
Yeah.
All of these businesses are literally the same type of business, providing the same service in the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare, Aid, Inc., and Child Friendly Space.
Wow.
All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building, door to door? Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare.
I mean, like, they're literally building the second Krusty Krab right next to the first one just for more money.
In the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare, Aid, Inc., and Child Friendly Space. All these companies get money from the government.
Yeah.
Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building?
Fraud. That's the reason why it's fraud. Like, they've got 50. Like, I mean, I would assume I'd be all right with like maybe 2 or 3, but 22? Nah.
Door to door. Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare.
And also, like, isn't it crazy that there's never anybody around? Isn't that weird? And also, whenever they shut them down, nothing happened.
It just does not make sense. If you were trying to operate a business, you'd want to have less competition. But here, they have all of their competition right next door. We're wondering, because we hear there's lots of fraud taking place here in Minnesota, and we're wondering, why is there so many of the same companies inside of this same building?
Yeah, why is that?
No, I don't know that.
What do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't have any idea about that fraud, okay?
I do.
What do you think about the news articles and what's being spread on the news about the fraud?
Right now, you are doing something wrong.
I'm just asking you.
No, you
about
don't
the
have
fraud.
to ask me, okay? Don't ask me that question again.
Okay.
Okay?
Who can I speak to?
Yeah?
Who can I speak to?
Right.
Okay. As soon as you confront about the fraud, they get angry.
And keep in mind, again, there is one person sitting outside. Like, I've been to these health plazas before. There's people everywhere. In any sort of a normal health plaza, there's going to be people everywhere. But there's nobody here. And you can see very clearly it was open, right? I mean, the sign said open. Two people came to the door. What's going on here?
These people have these home healthcare companies. You're seeing them everywhere inside this building. What kind of fraud are they committing?
So there's false documentation being submitted to the state of Minnesota.
We really don't give this guy enough credit. We really don't. This is just one based boomer that is a patriot, cares about his country, cares about his tax money, doesn't want to see it going towards funding terrorism in Somalia indirectly, and he has gone out of his way for no money whatsoever to bring this to light to literally hundreds of millions of people. This wouldn't be possible. This video would not be possible without him.
For services never provided.
That's John America.
They're having
John
forms
America,
signed
is that
in
right?
advance for services that were then never rendered. As far as a year or 2 years in advance, they'll have someone sign these forms at one sitting, and then they just file those with the state of Minnesota, and nobody from the state of Minnesota bothers to check that those services were ever provided.
That's right.
So they're essentially just using people saying that they had these services provided months or even years ago, then filing the paperwork and then receiving money.
Do you remember what I said about people that file kids on their tax returns and then they get a child tax credit? This is the same fucking thing. And like, it is so common, you guys have no idea how prevalent this is. It's insane.
Money from the government.
Right, and the Somali community is a very closed
Guy
community.
needs to run for governor?
So
Yeah.
everybody's in on it, and they
They're
don't
all
want
in
to talk,
on it.
as you can see.
And for this building, I'm going to give an estimate of around $30 million for how much fraud is taking place. That is a very low estimate.
That's what they need to do. See, this is what I think they need to do if they want to approach this problem. You need to find the business that is the most easy to identify as fraud, and you need to investigate and subpoena their communications. And if you can do that, you will unravel the entire web. Because I bet they're all on WhatsApp or Telegram or Facebook Facebook or some other chat messaging app, and they're all talking to each other discussing this fraud in depth. So as soon as you have one, it's going to be like a domino effect, right? Where it's like one person is connected to two other people, which are connected to two other people, which is like, and it multiplies and it multiplies and it multiplies, right? And that's the way that you go after this. If they want to solve this problem, all they need to do is get one person dead to rights, get their communication, and then be able to use that as a justification to go after everybody else. That would be my approach for it. I think that's the best way to do it. Planter could uncover it in like 5 seconds, maybe 5 nanoseconds, but yes.
Estimate, however, still a lot of money in fraud.
And do you think there is fraud taking place here?
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what any of these businesses are doing?
I never ask.
Damn, bro, like god damn, he is squirrely one. He's squirrely. Look at his face. Look at.
Are doing.
He is squirrely. Wow. What's going on with him? He tweaking out. Yeah. He's saying things. I know. He's scared. He is. And this is the thing, is that these people are scared because the community is so insular. It is so, basically tight-knit that they don't want to get thrown out of the community for expressing anything that's different. So Minnesota is grieving, but we're resolved. The support we've received across the country has energized us and given us hope. It's time for the federal government to draw down their forces and let us get back to allowing freedom, opportunity, and security for everyone. Keep tweeting, keep tweeting, Tim. Just keep sending out the police, okay? You can tell your mentally ill followers whatever they need to hear. Let me see if I can show you. Tim Walls. And this is how bad it is. He said that he's never going to run for office again. He's done. It's over. Just a minute, my audio program, I think, is crashing again because it's a piece of fucking shit. Give me a second, I gotta fix this. Yep, that's right, that's good. Trump. Think about it like this. You have been gamaged by a 23-year-old virgin YouTuber that doesn't know what benevolent means. You're you were about to be the vice president. But instead of that, you have been completely fucking destroyed by a 23-year-old virgin YouTuber. Mr. Shirley, I don't feel so good.
We're already doing it.
Do you regret jumping out before such a consequential moment?
No. And part of it was true. We're already doing it.
Do you regret jumping out before such a consequential moment?
No. And part of it was true. Look, I recognize that I'm a lightning rod. And this is a tough it's a tough space for I'm in because I know they hate me personally and they take it out on my constituents. Because old white guys who are former governors tend to land on their feet okay type of thing. But in all fairness.
Yeah, we gotta fix that. I think he's right. You know what? That's true. It's like, how is it that like you have like this privilege of just being an old white man and like you get to just retire and then nothing happens to you? I think we might need a little bit of DEI. You know what, guys? Maybe DEI is not that bad after all. Damn. I've just been thinking about this from the second thought. Wow.
So on the timing, I removed myself, and then 2 days later, Renee Good is murdered. But I think one of the things is I have no political consideration.
Should have told them not to go and impede federal investigations. You didn't say that, you fucking idiot. You didn't let the police help her. She's dead because of you, you bald retard. You made this happen. It's your fault. Should be in jail.
Never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Wait, hold up. Wait, one more time.
Consideration will never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Never again. I have no political consideration. Will never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Never again. And I will.
Complete obliteration. Absolute victory. It's over. A blowout. Yeah, it's a complete blowout. Like, it really. How accountable should he be? Yes. That's it. One more. Y'all want to hear it again?
Good is murdered, but I think one of the things is I have no political consideration. Will never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Never again. And I will.
You know what I think it is? I think he's messaging to everybody in politics not to go after him personally because he will no longer be a threat to their political goals. I think that's the reason why he's saying this. I think he's saying this so everybody will maybe get off his ass and stop putting him in the crosshairs. Metaphorically. Good point. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think he's going out there, he's saying, listen, I'm out of the game. I'm not going to play anymore. Please just leave me alone. And I'm going to be honest. Nothing makes me hope that we go after him more than that. You're going to roach out. You sentenced your citizens to die. You said, go out there and fight. ICE aren't law enforcement. And you're going out there getting everybody hurt, having people die for your bullshit. I think that there needs to be a consequence. I think there does. And the fact that he's trying to run away from it makes me want to chase it that much harder. It does. And I think that really we need to have a little bit of fun. We do. We need to have fun about this. Gals, yeah, exactly. You cannot let people do this. You can't let them roach out whenever they went and they let everybody get fucking killed like this. Yeah, so that's what I think is going on. He's trying to de-aggro. Yeah, he's trying to run away. He is. Unfortunately, they won't. Dude already made a deal with Trump, and Taco Trump probably gave it to him. If I was Trump, I would have given it to him. I am speaking as an angry citizen, but if I was the president and I could choose between letting this bald retard go and then not having to deal with an insurrection act, not having to bring in the military, not having to potentially have more people die, if I could just say, okay, you're done, it's out, go fuck. It's like, the Japanese emperor. We didn't kill the Japanese emperor after World War II. We just let him live out his life basically in exile. There are a lot of times where sometimes the best option is just neutralizing your opponent. And, it saves lives. It does. And when you're the president, Donald Trump is also the president of the people in Minnesota. Would I make that decision if I was Donald Trump? In a heartbeat, I'd make it. Absolutely. Faster than that. It's an obvious decision. Any rational person would make that decision. It's for the greater good. Yeah, exactly. And again, like you could say it's about sending a message, but I don't think it really would send much of a message. I think it would just be really messy. It would be really problematic. It would be a page in the history book, and it would be better not to have that page. So if we can avoid that, I think it's a good thing. How you so informed? You play WoW most of your life? I'm not informed about shit. The only thing that I understand is the way people think. That's it. And I'll tell you something. Let me finish the clip first, actually.
Just do the work. And what I found is, again, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
There's heroes on the streets that we don't know their names.
Yeah.
They're never going to run for office.
Well, we don't know their names because they're wearing masks because you guys kept trying to dox them. The ICE agents that are out there deporting illegal, violent, criminal, sex offender, pedophile aliens, those are the real heroes, not the weird fucking dysgenic freaks with like blue hair that are running after them, blowing whistles and shitting in their diapers so they can follow them for 15 hours a day. Those aren't the heroes. Those are people that should be in a mental institution.
And those glass top leaders brought this administration to their knees this week to do something about it. So there's other ways to serve, and I'll find them. We're already doing it. Do you regret?
Right, so no accountability for walls. If it saves lives from other people, like let's say it saves us having to invoke the Insurrection Act and do all this other stuff, then yeah, I would make that decision in a second. I would, and I think any rational person would make that decision. So that's it. And it's people like this make me wish we could reward virtue, but when you corrupt it, you get people who game the system. Absolutely. So why do people keep saying there's no due process, apparently? Because they don't want due process. They want a process that obfuscates the outcome of the person getting deported. So whatever the outcome is that leads to a person getting deported, they will say that it's not due process because they don't actually care. Do you really think they care about the due process? What about the due process of the officers getting voted to do this in the first place? They don't give a shit about due process. Like, it's got nothing to do with that. Same as like the people that were in January 6th. You think people cared about due process? They all got locked up categorically? No, they didn't care about that at all. The fact is that they don't give a shit about any of this. They're only saying that as a defense so they can defend their illegal alien indentured servants so they can keep them on the payroll longer and get their houses cleaned and their lawns mowed. That's the reason why. And then the politicians are supporting it so they can keep these people voting for them. That's it. So you don't think main coastal government's completely infested by these rats? I think so, but cutting the main guy a deal and having him roach out on other people later on, I think that'd be a good thing. So yeah, in Source 5 it says urban governments to foment violence if they're implicated in fraud. Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I think honestly, Tim Walz, like whether he's implicated in fraud or not is a separate issue than this, in my opinion. But we have this guy, a YouTube video destroyed this guy's entire career. I really don't. I think Tim Walz would be high on the hog if it wasn't for Nick Shirley's YouTube video. I think that YouTube video totally fucking annihilated him. It did. And yeah, it's not saving lives if eminent power is convincing everyone they can riot, committing violence, mislead everyone. Well, at some point, you have to stop it, don't you? You have to certainly say, like, enough is enough. Okay, we've had enough of this. Let's move on. We need to clean California next, maybe. Yeah, you explain Tim Walz in WoW terms. Tim Walz in WoW terms, he's like Anduin. He's emotional. He does nothing. He's basically a waste of space. He's a little bitch. And when everybody needs him, he runs away. Now, you think Tim Walz would want revenge against Nick Shirley? I bet he absolutely would, bro. Like, he 100% would.
Will never run for an elected office again.
Never again.
Never again. And I will just do...
Man, I think he is just saying that so they don't go after him for fraud. That is honestly what I believe. I don't think there's any other reason. I don't think that he was actually planning on this one way or another. I think that's it. A Minnesota man, Mark Anderson, has just been arrested for attempting to bust Luigi Mangione out of jail by posing as an FBI agent. Now, there's not really a lot in this story at all, so it's not really worth looking at. But at the same time, I think that it's fucking funny that this is happening, man. They tried to bust this guy out of Arkham Asylum. It isn't shocking? Yeah, I think it's fucking funny. Takes practice? Yeah, it does. I like how that people say ICE are untrained as a statement of fact with zero proof other than vibes. Well, and it's also that the 2 instances of people dying, it was not that at all, man. And so, yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it beyond that. And where the fuck is the rest of this? Let's see if I can find anything else. This actually be worldwide headline news of the races were reversed. What is this here? If I can find this real quick, if there's something that's worth looking at. The state is not a sanctuary state like Boston. What is this here? Is not a, yeah, thank God. And say her name, went to a puppy, a fake sale, went to lure her out to an area where she was ambushed, killed, and set on fire. Wait, so these people, they went and set this bitch on fire? What? Why? Why? What the fuck? God damn. What a bunch of fucking animals. Jesus. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Oh my God. Yeah, because she white? I mean, I do think that definitely, I think 100% the media gives a degree of, you know, like credibility to people that are like that. If it's like the other way around. If it's like white people doing something to a black person, then I feel like really everybody's talking about it. But if it's a black person does something to a white person, I feel like it gets probably 1/100th the amount of fucking attention. I think it gets way, way, way less. So yeah, she was targeted because they think her son killed somebody. Yeah, somebody breaking Luigi out. It didn't work. They didn't get him out, man. And they tried, but they didn't. Oh, we saw this one too. Look at this. This is the resistance here. This is it. Here we go. Who said AI videos have a time limit? Everybody? It's obvious that if a video is longer than like 12 seconds, the probability of it being AI goes down massively. Because like in one frame, like absolutely that's the case. Because most generative AI programs only generate things in small windows. 30?
Welcome back to
true. I think it's generally true. Grok does 15 now? Okay. It's 30? It's still not a minute and a half. Still not a minute and a half.
Back America, where we prepare ourselves for the resistance by building shit for cheap. A few months back, I showed you guys how to make a lightweight self-defense shield, but I knew I could do better, so today we're going to improve on our design. This old rain barrel was 20 bucks on Marketplace, and I can get 3 shields out of it. I've had this jigsaw for about 10 years, and it finally died during this project, but all good things must come to an end, and we're going to finish it with the Sawzall. I'm using one of these drums because they're impact-resistant and lightweight, so you can remain fairly mobile while protecting yourself from non-lethal projectiles. Although it does seem more and more these days that the lethal ones are what we really need to start preparing for. You might notice that I'm not sounding as gleeful gleeful and haha jokey as I usually am in these videos. Frankly, I'm just not feeling it right now. I have this old shitty tarp that's got a bunch of holes in it anyway, so I'm going to use it to reinforce the shield's durability. I'm layering it with this fiberglass resin, which is what they use to repair boats and cars and shit, and it's pretty fucking strong stuff. My dad has a sick Mustang that's been wrecked probably a dozen times from various whoopsie-doos, but the man is an artiste with the Bondo, and every time they crash it, he's got that car looking good as new. You can see after 24 hours, this stuff dries rock hard, unlike the micropeens of these fucking insecure Gestapo terrorizing the country. But the edges are kind of sharp, so I covered them with some heavy-duty duct tape. The last detail I gotta figure out is how to get some handles on this thing. I like the idea of Velcro because it can be ripped away freely when you are inevitably assaulted for exercising your right to peaceful assembly. So I'm attaching some of it to
peaceful assembly with the shield.
This old leather belt and the surface of the shield. Unfortunately, I didn't think ahead and use industrial Velcro, so this stuff isn't very strong, and as you can see, it absolutely did not work. That's okay, I'm already pissed off today, so why not just add some fuel to the fire? My next idea was to attempt to plastic weld on these old table legs that I have from the solar dehydrator. These are the perfect size and shape for handles, and I was pretty psyched when I found them in one of my junk bins. Next time your family or friends try to have an intervention on all the shit you keep, just show them this video. I wasn't confident that the plastic weld would be enough to support the shield, so I layered up a bunch of fiberglass resin, hoping that that would be good enough. 24 hours later, I was met with surprise and demise as my handle quickly busted off when met with some leverage. After that, Jake was duly pissed, but don't worry, dirt babies, we're not done here. If anybody has any ideas, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, let's get a little more serious.
Oh, God. Is this satire? As far as I know, it's not. Leftists are releasing videos teaching each other how to make shields. He completely failed to do it and he starts monologuing. Is this real?
I started this video a few days before Alex Preddy was executed in the street.
What happened to the shield?
Now that I see this video, it rings out as performative to me. And I think in reality, while making a shield is sick, and maybe it'll come in handy if you're facing off against a non-lethal round in the streets. We gotta get serious.
What are you
have to get serious. I'm not gonna fucking sit by anymore and twiddle my thumbs and wonder how much I should engage with this for my own mental health, blah, 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 for my ability to continue making a living.
Oh my God.
I've started a document. You can access it for free through the link in my bio. It's a winter prep worksheet, you know. It's for fucking, what do we do? What do we do when ICE shows up in our community? How can we
sure as hell don't build a shield, I'll tell you that.
Start working now to prepare ourselves. We have to elevate. We have to get smarter. We have to be better than this movement. We have to outmaneuver this movement.
Oh my God.
Back to Dirtbag America, where we prepare ourselves for the resistance by building shit for cheap. 4 hours later, I was met with surprise and demise as my handle quickly busted off when met with some leverage. After that, Jake was duly pissed, but don't worry, dirt babies, we're not done here. If anybody has any ideas, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, let's get a little more serious. I started this video a few days before. Welcome back to Dirtbag America, where we prepare ourselves for the resistance by building shit for cheap. A few months back, I showed you guys how to make a lightweight self-defense. Ideas, let me know in the comments. If anybody has any ideas, let me know in the comments.
It's so fucking pathetic. I don't even know what to say. Oh my God, dirt babies, yeah, and this is the revolution, gentlemen. You've got to watch out. You've got to be careful. And are they like the Resistance from Star Wars? Yeah, because they're both using props. They're both using cardboard props that don't actually work. He said, "Dirt babies." Please read the comments. Let me see what the comments are. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, did he try to vulcanize that with a heat gun? Jesus Christ. Too much work. Posts it for updates anyways. Stunning and brave. For the cause. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. It needs a glory. Oh my God. He spent days making this, like hours over multiple days working on this project. You know, you can make a shield that's really easy. Why even need the shield is a good idea, but you need to think better about the handles. Drawback, the shield won't break, but it will transfer blunt damage to him. Normal shields are made to absorb the damage. His wife's boyfriend is going to be mad when he sees how he borrowed all of his tools. Captain Miserable. Imagine being this much of a failure when you could have simply made something out of a 2x4 with far less effort for that matter. Instead of fiberglass, use Kevlar. So funny that this individual thought that they'd never heard of a wooden shield used all throughout history. Yeah, nobody used wooden shields, guys. Oh my God. If you have the skills to make these, then get a job. Yep, and that's why he doesn't have a job. So that's the way it goes. Why not just buy one on Amazon? I don't know. Maybe his dad didn't let him use the credit card for that, and so he had to do something else instead. I think that's probably what happened. And where's a few more of these here? But yeah, I am just shocked, really, to see something like that. It's just so ridiculous. And he used all the plastics from oil. Yeah, sure. Bob the communist builder. Yeah, basically, right? And let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. They're gonna do this too.
Repeatedly urged the passing the SAVE Act as well as many MAGA Republicans. What is the holdup in the Senate? Why hasn't that been brought to the floor?
They're finally gonna do a voter ID law. They've needed to do this for years. Finally, it's happening. I'm so happy. Oh my God.
Well, I'm for that. I've co-sponsored the SAVE Act in the past. I think my understanding is that they are still modifying the bill. It includes right now a requirement that you be a citizen to register to vote, but it doesn't include a requirement that to vote you be a resident. So in other words, if you're going to have what we call voter ID or photo ID when somebody goes into the ballot box to vote, that's not currently covered in the bill. So that's being fixed and addressed, and I think the new bill that comes out hopefully will deal with that. But, I mean, at some point, we'll have that vote. I'm for it. I think most of our colleagues...
Who would not want voter ID? I've never heard a single coherent argument against voter ID.
The Senate are.
Really?
And I don't...
You gotta be out of your fucking mind.
In the relevant committee yet, but I know there's a high level of interest among our members in getting a vote on SAVE Act.
Yeah, they're going to filibuster it. That makes them they want to cheat. Yeah, they want to get a bunch of illegals in there and vote on it. And this is also, I think, kind of funny. Look at this.
Winery, the memes have been hilarious. And what's also hilarious is that we were able to trick the corporate media into finally covering this fraud. Here's Forbes saying, we don't think that Ilhan Omar's fake winery grew by 10,000% in value in a single year.
That's a lot of money.
Given the fact that it's not real, that they haven't posted on social media since 2023. They don't make any wine. They don't have a physical location, and they were sued for fraud for literally being a fake winery.
They got sued
inside
for fraud.
of the lawsuit that we read through here. Ilhan Omar's third husband, no relation, was sued for millions of dollars because the winery was in fact fraudulent. And for all of you who wondered what happened in this lawsuit, they settled out of court.
Oh, how convenient.
So what does that tell you?
Who knows? Nobody
also,
knows.
many people were asking, how can a practicing Muslim own a winery? Well, the answer to that is she can't. Get a load of this. No, Muslims are not allowed to drink wine or any other form of alcohol according to mainstream Islamic teaching.
I don't know if they can sell it.
Of course, the style of law that Ilhan Omar
they're not even allowed to own it.
Practices and is very proud of. Yet, is she allowed
too
maybe
bad,
to own a winery? Here's a good example.
She's a Muslim?
Maybe she doesn't drink it. She just needs to own it. No, Muslims are not permitted to own wineries or any businesses involved in product selling, profiting from alcohol, according to mainstream Islam.
They can have it or sell it,
This isn't the first time that people have said no. Fraud claims, wine money, Sharia, ethical storms around Ilhan Omar's husband and her. How does she own a winery? This probe had better look into some of the evidence of Ilhan Omar's winery before it disappears.
They gotta get rid of it. Yeah, they're gonna try and delete it. That's obviously what they're gonna try and do.
Showed you
100%.
A website.
Absolutely.
That Ilhan Omar's winery appeared on.
So is it still there?
Called Est Crew LLC, found here at this strange empty address, had a website.
So you're telling me even she's doing these bullshit companies? They're just all doing it. It's all the way down.
We read it to you.
Oh my
and we
God.
showed you the URL. And there's the URL right there.
You're going to refresh
that URL, now, if you go and you copy it and paste it right here,
let's
the
do
exact same URL.
Got it.
You can see now it's gone.
Roach out. Roaching out. Absolutely. Because they're getting exposed. There's fraud everywhere. I told you guys, like, y'all have no idea how bad it really is. These people are total fucking parasites. If we got these people out of the country, everything would be a lot better. I'll tell you that for a fucking fact. Total
the entire
parasites.
Page has been scrubbed. Now there's no more. Est Crew LLC. Let's go ahead and put it into the Wayback Machine. Maybe we can just find it
Yep.
here.
Oh, here we go.
You know, the Wayback
Top to
Machine
bottom. Yep, top to bottom.
everything
The whole
logged,
way.
right? Well, don't have actually a lot logged for this, but here's a ping.
January
Let's go ahead
3rd.
and find it.
Let's see it.
And we get nothing. And it's not just us getting nothing. Get a load of this. And Newsmax.
Nobody else can
last
find
night,
it.
They had
Is
a
that
report
right?
Where they tried to do the same thing.
Anyway, it gets weirder. Up until yesterday, Benny Johnson was able to find their supposed inventory bottles and all the things they have, their office location, and a bunch of other information on the business. But as of today,
they deleted it.
Those sites are totally shut down, and any mention of their website has been wiped off the internet. I'm talking gone. The Wayback Machine, all these other crafty little archive sites, everything is gone. Like deleted the root
Is Asmon
service.
racist? Unfortunately not. Sorry.
Told my computer buddy Jim.
Not really.
He couldn't even
I love
find it. It was some
racist jokes,
fancy
though.
AR jargon
I do.
bot machine for recovery. I don't even know who was explaining it to me. He couldn't even
Sorry.
find it.
So what happened? And who has the power to shut off the Wayback Machine? And maybe they're just broken. I mean, some people are reporting that there's outages there.
Yeah, sure.
But I haven't been able to get it
Mistakes can
to work at all today. So what's going on with Ilhan Omar's fraudulent winery?
I can't wait till they investigate this bitch. I do. Like, if they end up deporting her, I am going to lose my mind. I am. And I am very, very happy about this. This is going to be amazing. And if that does happen, I will be thrilled. There might be a Chinese copy of that site. They exist. Maybe you're right. It's gone even on the Wayback Machine. That's not suspicious. Yeah, and website was running on rice and bananas. Yeah, and I guess they ran out of rice. Owner of Ice Out. We've got a big one here, lads. And then there we go. All opinions are my own. And then, dude, you're dual wielding. You have the Palestine flag and you have the watermelon? Deeply bizarre and anti-man. Really? Well, then why do you look like one? It's so stupid, isn't it? These retarded hogs are just sitting around, talking shit, causing problems. Oh my god. Really? Like, what's going on here? I don't know what this is. What's a watermelon? Probably not enough for her to eat. I'll tell you that. And that's just sad. It's a troll account? Yeah, no, it's the Palestine. It's a Palestine symbol. So you have the Palestine flag and the other Palestine symbol, right? In case people forgot. So, yeah, that's nuts. I thought you meant girl or boy. Yeah, I guess so. But, no, this shit's so fucking embarrassing. I'll probably watch this at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna get around it. Guy who owns Leo Trucking is one of the main license plate readers.
They're in a black Ford Taurus, Minnesota license plates. They're in a light brown with a Ford Expedition, Texas license plate. You know, this is not about if you're a criminal anymore. This is about if you're just brown. This is getting crazy.
Going after
Please
the
be safe out there
Browns.
today.
Going after all the brown people. That's what they're doing. And how the hell are right-wing autists able to find this information out in like a day while the FBI can't? See, if Trump can give me $1 billion, I will put together a team. I will put together a team of people with fucking Greek statues as profile pictures, anime girls, people that quote, I'm trying to think of like a really good example like this is, yeah, Napoleon, people that quote Napoleon a lot. And we can put together a team, a certain group of individuals. And SEAL Team 6, well, this is more like Meal Team 6, right? We just bring in a bunch of fat autistic losers that spend all day on the internet looking people up and figuring shit out. And they're going to run circles around the FBI. We'll have, and $1 billion, by the way, isn't to pay them. It's to build a golden corral next to the building that they're going to work at, so they don't have to go anywhere, right? And so that's it. Yeah, big balls, exactly. That's what they need to do. It's the Goon Squad, exactly. Team Spectrum, exactly. And just get Rainbolt. Yep, yeah, 100%. Get all of those individual, get all those guys together, and they're gonna figure them all out. And this is crazy that these guys are just going out there and doing that like it's just nothing. And he also owns a trucking company, because you've got to keep in mind that the people that run this stuff, you've got to make sure that you treat them the way that they are, because they will do the same thing to you. You've got to go. You've got to go hard on them, because if you don't, they will do it to you, man. Just need pizza and Mountain Dew. Ooh, I like the sound of that. It's a great idea. Can't we have an office next to Golden Corral? I mean, I've got a look. I mean, like, I got a Golden Corral nearby. I go there sometimes. I wish I had somebody to go to Golden Corral with. I used to go with my dad. You know, we would go with my dad. This is the thing, right? Actually, it kind of makes me sad, but like my dad on Memorial Day and on Veterans Day, he would go and we would go to Golden Corral, and he would wear his Vietnam vet shirt, and he'd be walking up to the fucking what do you call it? To the store, right, or the restaurant, and he'd be looking at everybody else's license plates, right? He'd be like, oh, that's a Silver Star, that's an Army Commendation Medal, that's a Purple Heart, you know, like, and all this, and like he'd be going around there inspecting their achievements, man. It was. I'll go with you. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, I'm banned. That was, damn. I don't really think about it a lot, but like that, for some reason, that bothers me. It does. Fuck. And yeah, wow. What's Golden Corral? It's a place. So basically, it's the best all-you-can-eat buffet that they have. It is. It's the best one. My parents take me to Golden Corral all the time whenever I was a kid, and like I used to love it, man. I would go there. It's a feeding trough. Oh, and they got a whole lot of pigs. Let me tell you something. You go to last time we went there. The last time I went there, I remember commenting to him. I was like, are we the only two people here that aren't fat? Look around. He goes, that's it. Straight up, man. Hog headquarters. That's what they say.